Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Super good doing. What if Deku was the, you can say, reincarnation of Thor and was neglected. Yeah, here is the part 3 of it. As we saw, many of the things happened in the last part. As you can see, Deku had went to, you can say, the UA, and he had passed with, you can say, Mexico. Even, you can say, 5 to 10 times more than what was, you can say, what was his father's. Celeste Olmite says Tosinoris. Yeah, as you can see, now Izuku Midoriya was thinking, what should he do? Now his fight is ready. Now he's going to fight her, his sister, Hellas. Hellas, yeah. As you can see, now Izuku vented out of the place. And yeah, his fight begins with Hellas. As now Izuku said, "Hey, sister, Hellas, what are you doing here? Or what are you gonna be doing?" Well, I don't know, but that's why I'm asking. You know, right? You know, right? You know, right? You can say Deku says, okay, okay, okay. You can say, she says to Izuku, as you can say, Izuku was now finally able to consider Hulk, so as you can say, Doctor, I forgot his name, yeah, because it had been 3 days, I know, yeah, it is not that long time, but yeah, I forgot his name. I think his name was Dr. Roy. No, yeah, let's forget about his name. Yeah, as I will just call him Hulk. As you can say, Hulk was taken by him. As Hulk had said that he will work with him, as he went and became angry, the doctor, and now he transformed to Hulk. As now Hulk had went and started to beat all they can say the person who went and started to can say work with her Hellas. As now the Valkyrie also came, she started to do the same until Hellas came down. As now Asgard, Hellas on Asgard, with Loki there as well, with Odin there, dead. Now there's only one person. As Loki also thought that it's enough for him. He had ruled the kingdom for up to thousands of years, and it is good if it gives this kingdom his brother. But Hellas came down and said, "Well, I will not kill you, but what will I do will be, I will put you down and make you my slave." As you can say, Hellas said to Loki, which Loki didn't wanted to accept, but he had to. And there's only one person who can defeat her. And this might be, he didn't want to accept it, but it is his brother, Thor. And he had reincarnated. As you can say, the time when they were going there, it took, you can say, them a month to go there in their eyes, but in Asgard it was only a day, or you can say no, let's say a month passed there as well. This month, you can say Izuku for training for 30 years, you can say no, see 30,000 years in this mindscape. Yeah, that is a lot of training, you know. As you can say, now Hellas is not training right now, even after she knowed that Izuku was training in his mind game, and this can increase his power, her power far more than what can Izuku ever think of achieving. But she knows that she's at Asgard, so why did she need any kind of power? She has the nature energy. Yeah, so she don't need anything. It was like that. As now Izuku had finally landed, and their fighting had begun. So now cut the flashback off. As now they're fighting. Now Hellas and Izuku had met at a point, and now they saw each other. As they look towards each other, then they say, "So sister, are you ready to fight me, sister?" Well, I'm here to kick you out of this place. This is God, because I'm going to be the king, not you. You're not going to be queen. If you had asked me, But you say I had been given to you, but you are being so cruel. I can see this on in these people's faces. So I will not let you do anything to them. Or, well, let me see. What can I do? As he put his hand up in the air, as the power that you can get up. As then something came up in Izuku's hand. So this was the thing with which I died with. As you can see, Izuku looked at the thing. As now it's a flashback from, you can see, the end game. Instead of this time Tony sacrificing himself, it was Thor. He sacrificed himself instead of it being Tony. As now Tony's now Thor said, "Are you ready, sis?" No, no, I think I don't need it. As he used, you can say, the time stone's power, getting once again reversing time a little bit. As he put at the time when he was into, you can say, he revealed his gauntlet, infinity gauntlet. As you can say, Loki was shocked as well at that time, because Loki is a little smart. He was able to find out the time had been reversed, and he knew all things that his brother had the infinity gauntlet, and he can use it with full extent. It was really shocking, right? As now we see Izuku. Being Izuku, he looks at everything, and now he sees someone or something which he was pretty much scared of, or was not. Who knows? Maybe, may not be. Maybe or maybe not. He will be scared of it or he will not be scared of it. It depends on the time, the place, and the reason. Yep, the reason. All three of the things depend on it. Yep. As you can say, now we see Izuku while looking towards it, like what the hell is happening. He didn't know what is happening, but what he knows, that this is not good. It is really, really bad. It is the thing which he knows. As now his powers, as Izuku screamed out, charging his powers with electrical bolts coming on his eyes, as he pulled out his hand as a really powerful hammer. Made up, you can say, roots came in his hands, and then he put his hand up, and then red energy started, you can say, envelop him. It was the power stone's power. He was able to use it, but without, you can say, taking, you can say, the stones were now, instead of, you can say, using the gauntlet out, because of he died with the gauntlet himself. Because of that, the stones merged with his soul. So now one stone was shining in his arm. It looked like the stone was in his armor, this power stone. As they were not able to find out, because it was shining in his armor, right? In his armor. Yep. As you can say, now Izuku. Now we know what is going to happen if something really bad happened. But now, without the power stone, his power was high, but not as high as it needed to be to defeat her. As when it did 100% without using power stone. It's not, you can say, touch her, but he was able to, you can say, kick her, punch her. But when Hell's used her full power with the, you can say, nature's energy, she was able to beat up Izuku. Then Izuku finally didn't had anything with the, you can say, power stone. Now, as Izuku used his power stone's power, as now his power, it looked like his power had boosted up to 100 times. As now Izuku power was something which Hellas can never comprehend. As Izuku put his hand up near her face, then he said, absorption. As you can see, because of the gauntlet being absorbed by, you can say, Thor, and it camped in his, you can say, body, as the all 5 gems, all 6 gems comes into his, you can, chest. And then see, something happened to her. It looked like she was absorbed by Izuku, as all of her power is now gone. It's in Izuku Midoriya / Thor / Deku. As Izuku had now absorbed her, as now he had become a king was able to put her evil down on himself. But he had gained a really powerful, he gained a really powerful thing in his heart, that he is now the strongest now, because there is no one, even his dad was not able to even see, came near Hela's powers, and he was able to defeat her. That means he is the strongest, right? Yeah, he is. He think that is the real thing. That he is the strongest because he was able to defeat Hellas. His dad was not able to, which his dad, which his father was not able to do. He had did it, which his father was ever thinking to do. But he, the mighty Thor, the mighty Izuku Midoriya, had did it. As now Izuku became the king, or you can say the mighty god. Now went, you can say, down to the earth. So, or you can say, I don't know, the planet where the quirks are. Yeah, I will call it Earth. Yeah. As people, Izuku thought of giving quirks with using his power, which they call it his power quirk. As now Izuku looked towards them, and then he says, nice thing doing here, all of you guys. Well, it was a mistake because you guys started to do a lot of bad things. What is this all for one? Well, I think this is all for one guy. He had my absorption power, which can absorb anything. All of my other power, I can take it back. And because of this thing, I think that's how this all for one has this power. I see. As you look towards, you can say most you can say the biggest, most powerful villain in the world, the you can say unrivaled villain, who was killed by All Might. One for all. I see his quirk. I hear it. So it has 0.001% of my powers. Quite pathetic. So where did it come from? Who had it first? The first person to have it. And who is All Might? All Might is the 7th. And who is the 8th? His daughter, Izumi Midoriya. Well, their family will not have this quirk for a long time. I know. As he looked towards everyone, it's now everything. It looked like Izuku didn't to do anything, but something happened. As you can see, the sky started to turn back. Izuku flied up in the air, all for one. As Izuku teleported near Alpha One, and then he put his hand on Alpha One's head. As Alpha One touched Izuku and said, "Why am I not able to absorb your quirk?" All for one said. Alpha One said, and then Izuku said, "Well, you know what? Because I am the maker of quirks. The quirks were existed from thousands of years, and no way you can be. Well, don't you know? You didn't hear about the god of thunder, Thor. He was the one who gave his power and shared it with people, which they started to call quirks, right? Well, good job, idiots. Because now I'm going to take everything away from you guys, because it's the final. It is my final and last decision. Because why shouldn't I take it away from you guys? What did you guys did with these powers? Destroy and all the other things. It was my mistake of thinking that humans can be trusted with powers. Well, it was a mistake, I know. So because of that, I'm going to, you can say, do, or you can say, something good and take away you humans' powers. The power which you humans have. It is going to be get away. It is not going to be you who will have these powers. It will be not you, because I am going to take all of my powers back. As Alpha One was scared now. His power to take perks is not going to be gone. Why? And you know why am I doing this? Because of, one person. And he's your enemy. which you call him, right? Well, don't worry, because he won't have his quirk as well. No one in this planet will have their quirks. And you know who will have it? The giver of the quirks. The person who gave all of them quirks. Me. Thor. The god of thunder. As Izuku's eyes turn into, you can see, the the bolts of electricity, and then a hammer came in his hands, and then a armor appeared in his body, and there were 6 gems on his armor, which were shining. Well, this is my full power, which you can call it like. And then here you can say inhaled air, then he put it the air out of his mouth, then said, well, I know it's the time for you guys to get the beating of your lives. And then Izuku just snapped his finger. As you can say, 2 clones popped out in existence, and then the clones, they start to fight them, and then they asked, what the hell? Who is this guys? I thought that you are alone. I don't know you are triplets. Huh? They are just my clones, just clones. It is not a quirk if you think. These are the power of the gods of me, the god of thunder, the god which you guys forget it, right? Well, now you guys will never be able to forget it. You well, yeah, guys. Now I don't know if you guys what will happen in the future. Well, you guys will find out soon enough. And now, goodbye. As he snapped his hand. As you can see, every person's powers went away. As now Izuku looked towards them, and then he said, "Oh ho ho ho! Now what are you guys going to do?" You said, and then you said you want to kill the heroes. You can kill them, but how will you do without your quirks? He appeared in everyone's mind, and everyone heard what I said right now. As now, go. You can say Izuku went and he snapped his finger once again, appearing in front of All Might. Well, it was my mistake to give your family 0.001% of my powers. It was a mistake. Well, I will not do the mistake again. I am taking my powers back. You know what? Yeah, I am taking my powers back. You know, right? What I'm doing? I'm going to take my powers back again, and again. Well, your powers? Who said? You can't take my powers, as you can say. Toshinori said, well, then fight me and find out if I can or if I can't. As now Toshinori went and started to punch Izuku rapidly in his chest. Going to his bulky form, he said, All Might is here. He will not let you take anybody's powers. And then All Might Toshinori started to punch him rapidly. As then he said, stop tickling me. When are you going to stop tickling me? Izuku said. Well, I know what to do. And then he looked at him and said, Be gone, he said. And then his eyes became red for a second. And now Toshinori was in a void. I don't know. How did he get into a void? And then he felt that the oxygen is going away. It's like he's in space. But how? How did he send him in the space? And then his eyes opened to see monsters. He's in hell. If it looked like he's in hell, it looked like so. He killed me. Then you can the monster say, "No, you are not dead." And then there was someone who came down. Then he looked at, did you said it? He looked at the monster. Toshinori looked at the monster. All Might. Then he looked at the monster, then said, "No, at the end, it was, you can say, your son Izuku Midoriya. Look up. Uh, did you die as well? I'm happy that I was able to kill you as well. Well, it's time for you to wake up from your dream, kiddos." And then he put his hand on, you can say, All Might's head. His All Might filled a surge of, you can say, electricity on his body as he screamed out in pain. As well, he was electrocuted as he opened his eyes really painfully. They looked at Izuku. Why did you do do this to me? As you can see, now All Might is dead. And then Izuku snapped his fingers. All Might, as you can say, Izumi, and then Izumi and Inko were teleported in front of Izuku. And then Izuku said, "Yo, happy to see your father dead, right?" And then Izumi started to cry, and Izumi started to say, "You are a villain, you killed number one hero, you can never be a hero, I never, because you can only be a villain." Listen, well, I am happy to know that, Izuku said. And yeah, okay, thanks, I say, because I'm not a villain, I'm a god. Even if you want to think it not, even if you don't, even if you don't believe me or not, I will be the ruler of Asgard, the god. You think with my powers you can kill myself? With my own powers? No way, you can never do it even in even hell. You can't never do it. Using my powers, you can kill me, you think? No, not even in hell. I know you can never kill me or not even hurt me at all. Izumi Inko. As he snapped his finger once again. It's not tossing or half the little. So I bring him back to life. Well, he had to regret what he did, right? And then he put out his hand on up, and then everyone's quirks disappeared. And then all the powers came back into his. So all of my power are back into me. I feel stronger than ever. Oh, so they were able to duplicate my power as well. Well, it's good, I say. Well, it's good, I think, because I will get more power than with I give them. It's better, far more better, Izuku said. As then Izuku looked with them. Well, what will you guys do now? Well, and then now once again he snapped his fingers as they were back in time. As now there's so in you can say Izuku, and all you can say Izumi, and you can say Bakugo slash Kachan, Todoroki, and Izumi, and Todoroki's brother, and Bakugo's brother, the Bakugo brothers, Kachan and his brother. Yeah, I don't like saying names and blah blah blah. Yeah, looked really sad. And then Izuku said, "So what is happening?" Then he looked towards him. Well, we are sorry. Then they know what they did in the future. And how they know? They also know that the earth was destroyed because Izuku got angry. Well, it's time for the earth to get destroyed, he said. And the earth was destroyed by his, you can say, his flick of a finger. His snap of a finger. You can say snap. He snapped his finger and the earth was destroyed. And now, once again, he snapped his finger in the, you can see, the space. Now the earth was back, and he was back in time as well. Well, we are sorry. But before, but they were just joking. They can never be sorry. It was a time. It was the only time they can give Izuku his beating for what he did to earth and everything. And now, there was only one thing. And now, yeah, this is the time. And then they looked at Izuku. Well, and then they started to use that, you can say. Then someone punched him in the face, Izuku. But nothing happened to Izuku. As he looked at the person, it was Kachan. And then someone once again punched him in the face, in the stomach. Then he looked towards them. Two more person, Todoroki brother and Kachan's brother and Izumi. The five punches connected to the stage, but nothing happened. And then he looked at them. What are you guys doing? As Izumi tried to use her telekinesis on you can say Izuku, but nothing was like it looked like nothing was like working at all. It looked like that. Nothing was working. Trying to use her telekinesis. Oh, too bad. You can't use it on me. You know what? Yeah, you can't use it on me. It will never work. Izumi. Izumi. It won't work, you know. I had told you. And if you don't even think, if you think it will work, then it won't. I will give you a sword. As Izuku assured Izumi that it won't work. She said, then Kachan looked at her. So you are lying about you being an higher quirk as well. You both of you are quirkless. He said, as he angered, as he all three of them started to beat Izumi up now. She was getting beaten up by them. Then at a time, then Todoroki brothers started to use the, you can say, ice, but nothing, bruh, nothing started to like come out of there. So you are crocodiles as well. Seems like I'm the only one with an high level quirk, he said, and then he tried to use his, you can say, the blast on all four of them, but nothing started to come out. And then Izuku said, and then they looked at him, Izuku. Then they said, well, you are guys trying to use my power, right? But it won't work because even if we are in the past and you guys don't know anything, but let me give you something or tell you something. As Izuku put his hand up near them, then he said, and then Izuku said, explosion, and then an explosion hit Bakugo / Kachan, sending him flying. And then he said, ice, fire, mix. Izuku said, ice, fire, mix. As you can say, now Todoroki and his brother, both of them were sent flying. As now he looks at Izumi, telekinesis. As he put his hand up near Izumi's face, making it look like Izumi was going up in the air. As he put her in the air, and then down, up, down, giving her a beat down. As all four of them were down, really bloody fight, beaten. They said, well, you wanted to do this to me. You want to become hero, right? Then I want to crush this dream of yours, like what you wanted to do to mine, right? Then mine will be the same way of doing it. You know what? Yeah, right, is, you can say, Izuku said. And then he looked as, you can say, him, and then you can see Todoroki and all four of them. Well, now really angry on what he did and said as well, they are going to do the same with him. They know it felt really bad. And now Izumi went home. As his parents said her, what happened, Izumi? Who did this to you? Then said Izuku. He said that we are workless, that's why he beat us up. But I tried to use that before she can say anything. And all my went and punched Izuku. But he saw nothing, it didn't work. Or you can Toshinori went and punched Izuku. And you can say Inko tried to use her, you can say, telekinesis on Izuku, but nothing started to come out of her hand. Nothing started to work. It looked like nothing is working at all. Nothing is working. It looked like that. But she thought to herself that she had the powers to use the telekinesis, but why isn't anything working at all? Why is it happening like this? She said. And then Izuku looked at them, thinking, why isn't anything working, right? Because the person who gave all humans quirks had taken it back. He said, is it? That means it is all for one, he said. he shouted. And then Izuku looked towards him. All for one. He don't have his quirk as well. Then how can he take yours? Izuku, you can say, mocked All Might on his, you can say, idiotic suggestion that All for One is the one who taken Izumi's quirks. And you can say his as well. You can say Izumi's and Inko's and his as well. Say, he said Isel, and you can say Isel. He said Isel, and they said what the hell? Just joking. He said it's just a new word made by me. Isel. He said, okay. They said, and then he looked at them. Are you going to say something or not? And then Izuku said, well, are you guys ready to find out what did I do or what will I do? Well, why did they get beaten by me? Answer is they wanted to do the same to me. So I just did the favors. So I only did the favor, you know. I only did the same thing which they did to me one day ago. Also I say yesterday. Because I have a quirk class, they wanted me to quirk on. They wanted me to, you can say no to my dream of becoming a hero. So I did the same. I told them to say no to their dream of becoming a hero. They said no. So I gave them the answer that they can never become a hero without a quirk. Well, you know, no one in the world have any work now. So you have to work with the technology, not with quirks. And you know who did this? Me, the god of thunder, Thor. Izuku, isn't it a little bit far more? Then let me show you my powers. Izuku said. Actually, you can say, as I looked towards the moon, but it was there. Izuku said, and then fire, and then Izuku breathed in, breathed out, and then there was a kind of, you can say, what is this? A chest plate or something? Armor, which appeared on, you can say, Izuku. And then there was 5 gems on his chest, and then 6 gems, I mean. And then Izuku put his hand up. As you can see, used lightning. He put his as a hammer came in his hand. They shocked at how did the hammer come here, and then Izuku threw the hammer in the sky. As you can see, the moon broke down. As moon was trying going to, you can say, hit the earth. Then you can see the moon is going to hit the earth, and it is going to blast. It is going to be a meteor shower, he said. What did you do, Izuku? Keep quiet. As he put his hand up, a barrier appeared, and the moon pieces fall down. And then Izuku snapped his finger. As the moon's pieces started to get up back to the place. And then they became one once again. And now he said, well, the power is gone, but I wanted a happy ending, right? So, the happy ending is no one has his powers. As now Izuku went and snapped his hands again. So, bye guys. As he disappeared into Asgard. As now his father is back. Hellas, he looked at us, you can say, now it's time for kill her. As he went into his father's mindscape or something like that. And now he had killed Hellas. And yeah, get back and became the king of Asgard. Yes, yeah, he had saved everyone. Asgard and everything and everyone. As now he is the king of Asgard. As he sold the 6 gems and everything, the infinity gems, yeah, everything. He's the god, yeah, and everyone on earth know that he's the god. Yeah, so blah 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 happens, and yeah, there is no My Hero Academy. There's only school, and school is school. All the thing which is happening right now in our world, it is the same in that world as well now. Technology, school, and everything, yeah, is same like what is now. So yeah, it is what it is. So it was what happened in that universe. So yeah, we will find out what will happen. So yeah, that is what happened in Deku universe. So yeah. So yeah, that happens, and he became a rightful ruler, and he attacked on Valkyrie and all everyone. He had, you can say, he's the leader of all the 9 planets in the, you can say, yeah, because he's the ruler of Asgard. So he is the ruler of all 9 planets as well. So yeah, guys, here's this story will be ended. This series will be ended. Yeah, it's on to the finale and ending. So bye, guys. Subscribe to my channel, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, bye, guys. Subscribe. Bye. Go 600 subscriber now. Rest